Alright students, now good morning to you all. Welcome to English 1, class 12. Now see, we are going to see report writing. See here class 12 total English, page 56. Now see here report writing. Report means, of course you know that you report, you can say, to seniors. You report to, you can say, the head of the institution. That is called report. What you can say you saw, and the same thing you are going to report. Nothing you can say more. So here we have say report writing. In report writing, certain things are, you can say, certain important points are there. That you can say is very good for report writing. Now see first point we have. First point is, it is a special form of narrative aiming. Report writing, you can say you have to, you can say, narrate what you can say you saw, what you can say you have witnessed, that you can say you have to report it to, you can say, your superior. So it is a special form of narrative aiming. Narrative aiming, to narrate the incident, narrate the, you can say, of course, particular, you can say, a problem which you have, you can say, witnessed, fight, or you can say anything, whatever you can say, some you can say different kinds of report writing. So your report means exactly, you can say, you have to tell there precisely, okay, all these things you can say you have to just keep in mind. So it is a special form of narrative aiming at conveying information based on facts. Based on facts. No, you can say extra. No, you can say imagine things. Whatever you think, that should not be, you can say, included, because fact is fact, and fact must be, you can say, reported to the, you can say, head of the institution, or you can say to the superior. Now number 2, all reports have two things in common. All the reports, there are, you can say, different kinds of reports. So there are, you can say, two things, you can say, in common. First one, they are primarily, you can say, concerned with facts. So primarily, mainly, you can say, they are concerned with, you can say, facts. Whatever you saw, for example, two people, you can say, fought. Then you can say you have to report, if you have witnessed, you have to report to the, you can say, police station. Okay, whatever you can say you saw. Exactly the same thing. Number 2, these facts are given as part of, you can say, your rubric. Rubric means instructions. So these facts are given as part of your, you can say, rubric. Part, you can say, of your instructions. Instructions, you can say, here in the textbook you are, you can say, instructed. So according to that, you can say you have to give the facts. Then see number 3, a points given should be studied properly. You have to, you can say, study, you can say, properly, carefully. Okay, you have to understand. Then you can say you have to proceed. Only facts you have to write. And expand, or you can say amplified. Okay, it should be, you can say, expanded. Okay, all the points are given there in the textbook, and those points you have to enlarge. You have to, you can say, expand, or you can say amplify. So those points you can say you have to enlarge. So we shall see, you can say, after this point, after you can say this, all the, you can say, important points. Now see number 4, no extra points should be written. No extra point. For example, you imagine something. So you don't, you can say, imagine, and you can say write, or you can say report to, you can, someone else. That becomes false, your own. Unless instructed otherwise. Unless you can say in the question, you can say you are given, okay, some instruction, you can say you are given. Otherwise, you don't have to, you can say, mention something extra. Okay, now see, we are going to see, you can, some other points. Next point is number 5. Following elements. See here, first one. First one is clarity. Third one. Directness. Now see here. And last conclusion. The first sentence. Of the report. Okay, then last one. Soul. A good report. Okay, now say here. Point number 5. A good report always has the following elements. A good report, you can say, has 4, you can say, of course, important, you can say, points, important elements. First one is clarity. What you have, you can say, written, or what you are going to, you can say, report, that you can say you are going to write in the paper. So clarity, it's a clear-cut idea. What you saw, you have reported. All you can say there, you can say activities, or you can say action, reaction, fight, the reason, all exactly. Okay, the truth. Okay, the truth must be, you can say, reported to the, of course, police station, or you can say to your superior, to whom you are going to report. Clarity, precision. Okay, precise, exactly what you saw, what happened, what you can say witnessed, and according to your, you can say, of course, knowledge, that you can say is, of course, write those things. Nothing okay, more, nothing less. Exactly, you can say you are reporting. Precision. Okay, simplicity. Simplicity, simple language. Simplicity. Okay, must be, you can say, maintained, or you can say followed. And then directness, as you can say, you are directed. Okay, so you can say proceed. Those points are, you can say, of course, given, you can say the question, you have to, you can say, enlarge. You have, can say, you have to expand it. Only that much for that. Now say here, certain, you can say, conclusion. Okay, conclusion. Okay, for conclusion, what you write? The very first sentence is the key sentence of the, you can say, report. The first sentence should be a striking sentence. You have to represent, you can say, you have to write, you can say, in such a way that okay, first sentence should be attractive, so that readers, you can say, will read and they will like to read, you can say here, the remaining, you can say, of course, report. Now here, the last sentence is the epitome of the, you can say, whole report. Epitome means example. So the last sentence is the, you can say, of course, epitome of the whole sentence. Epitome, you can say, example. The best one, okay, example, you can say, of the, of course, you can say, of the whole, you can say, report. Then here, brevity is the soul of a good report. Brevity means terse. Terse means, you can say, precise. Precise means, you can say, concise. So brevity must be, you can say, maintained. Okay, limited words, whatever you can say words are required, whatever you can say, of course, you can say you have experienced, okay, those things must be written, you can say, in words. So here, of course, brevity, terse, okay, precise, concise, okay, in brief, not, you can say, quite lengthy one, okay, which will confuse and it will give, you can say, another meaning. Okay, now say here, beating about the bush, you can say, is a sign of bad report. If you beat around the bush, you are not able to, you can say, convey, not able to, you can say, report, not able to, you can say, convince, not able to, you can say, convey the whole, you can say, of course, incident, or you can say event to the, you can say, of course, to your superior, to the police station, or to the, you can say, of course, to the person whom you are supposed to report. If you can say, beat around the bush, then okay, it will become false, or you can say it will not be accepted, or you can say it will not be, you can say, a good report. That is the thing, you can say, we are going to see, you can say, in report writing. Now say here. See here, page number 56. Page number 56, question number 2. Write a report based on a travel brochure. Travel brochure. Brochure, you can say, printed, you can say, of course, you will get a handout. Printed, you can say, material, you will get, you can say, for travel. Regarding, you can say, travel, where you can say you are going to start, from where you can say all of you are going to start, and to how many places you can say, of course, you will have, you can say, halt for, you can say, short period, for 1 day, for 2 days, like that. Okay, to plan a trip to the Andaman and Nicobar. Okay, to plan a trip, that trip, okay, your trip is going to, you can say here, Andaman, and you can say here, Nicobar. Andaman, you can say Nicobar. You can say it is just there, towards south, near, you can say, Chennai. The ship also moves from there. So you can say the trip is going to Andaman and Nicobar Islands. You can say it is an island. Okay. Islands there are, you can say, small islands. Base your report on the points given below. So certain points are given here. Few points are given here, and you can say you have to, you can say here, base your report on the points given below. First point you can say you are given here. Actually you can say you have to write. Example you can say you are given here. See on page number I have told you. You two have seen one question you can say is answered. Here see on page number 21. Page number 21 you can say you are given example. Page 21 you are given example. Okay, now say here a brief description of the islands. Now see you can say how to describe. You can say islands. Andaman Nicobar. You can say is near. You can say of course Chennai. From there you can say it takes. I have not been to that place, but of course you have to imagine. You can look at, you can say of course map. So a brief description you can say of the islands. Here say Port Blair, Andaman Nicobar. All you can say have to give. You can say here of course brief description. Okay. First of all, date and place. Okay, all that you have to write. Okay, give that a heading. Heading will be you can say a trip. You can say a trip to the Andaman Nicobar Islands. A trip to the Andaman Nicobar Islands. That should be you can say heading. Then left side you can say you have to write date and place. Then you can say brief description you can say of the islands. Now see geographical location. Geographical location I told you is near Chennai, and you can say that island you can say you have to mention. Okay, north side you can say of it. Okay, what you can say you see in the map. Okay, or you can say imagine. You can say you have to mention geographical you can say location. And here towards the north you can say what you have you can say here on the island. Towards the you can say south what you can say is there. Towards you can say east and west. Okay, or in the east or in the west what you can say is there. Okay, you have to you can say mention there. Okay, so climate you can say conditions. Climate conditions also you can say you have to mention. Generally you can say at the seashore you find you can say very pleasant you can say climate. Neither very hot nor you can say very cold. All that you can say here. All the time throughout the year it is quite you can say pleasant. In summer also you won't find you can say here, or you won't feel you can say very hot. Now see here major tourist you can say attractions. What are the you can say things there you can say. You have to imagine it is you can say not exactly you can say. I mean you can what you can say whether you have gone to Andaman Nicobar or not, but just you can say imagine that you can say here some attractions for the tourists and the best time to visit, and which is the best time to go to you can say Andaman and Nicobar to visit. That time you can say things you can say or the sceneries you can say will be quite attractive, beautiful, which you can say attract you can say tourists to go to you can say Andaman and Nicobar. And accommodation, okay, how you can say will you stay there? I mean where you can say you will stay there. For staying, what you can say facilities are you can say there, you have to mention there. And connectivity from where you can say how will you proceed from you can say your home to you can say Chennai, or whether you will go by air, you can say by airbus. So all these things, okay, you can say you have to mention you can say here in your report. You may also include other relevant details, and other relevant details also you can say you can mention there. Only relevant which are pertaining to you can say this report writing. So only that much you can say you have to mention there. Okay, in the next class we shall see you can say here of course proposal writing.